Hi. As we get into session 10, we will be continuing our discussion of a tenet of critical theory that science is oppressive. That statement, science is oppressive, is a simplification that some might take issue with as not an accurate portrayal of critical theory. A couple of things to remember: this discussion is not science. It is more political philosophy. I have simplified the very complex and abstract declarations of critical theorists and am presenting them as 4 simplified tenets. It is a construct for understanding and not a declaration by Horkheimer, Lukács, Marcuse, Habermas, Kellner, or any of the past or present followers of the Frankfurt School. As I read various academic works on critical theory, a principal tenet appears to be that critical theorists reject rational explanations, scientific explanations, as agenda-driven, intentionally incomplete, and oppressive. If this is accepted as true, then arguments rejecting critical theory that depend on rationalism and data are seen as oppressive out of hand. And if rational scientific explanations are oppressive, then science and scientists must be similarly rejected as oppressive for the same reasons. They are agenda-driven and intentionally incomplete. When I first identified this tenet from what I was reading about critical theory, I was appalled. On its face, to me, it is oxymoronic. Truly rational thought cannot be agenda-driven, nor can true scientific work. And hey, I'm a baby boomer. My entire life has revolved around science and technology and engineering and mathematics. Science and scientists have been at the forefront of the tremendous changes that we have seen positively and negatively affecting human existence for my entire life. Science and scientists, as people who have dedicated themselves to rationally explaining the universe, cannot possibly be that jaded. And the scientific method of question, research, hypothesis, experiment, analysis, public sharing of conclusions, and peer review has to be strong enough to prevent science from being agenda-driven. I still think this, but what we see around us is a larger and larger segment of the U.S. population who think that science and scientists are not trustworthy. A Pew Research report in 2023 indicated that only 73% of U.S. adults have a great deal of confidence that scientists act in the public's best interests. This is a notable decline from 87% since the start of the COVID pandemic in 2020. Among conservatives, only 66% have a great deal of confidence that scientists act in the public's best interests, down from 85% in 2020. Progressives' trust of science and scientists remain at 88%, so the dramatic downward change is among those who identify as conservatives. We will continue looking into this startling drop, postulate some reasons for it, consider the drop from a critical theory perspective, and discuss the possible implication in future sessions. Aloha.